We're watching out for you. This is News 3 at 5 with Maria Silva and Gerard Romalo.
As we continue to celebrate the Independence Day weekend, we remember the folks who have served our country at times of war. News 3's Catherine Whaley introduces us to one of the Valley's surviving World War II veterans who has a new project inspired by his time in France.
Lieutenant Colonel Sanford Ross remembers World War II like it was just yesterday. His stories of flying a P-47 Thunderbolt vivid.
To keep from overshooting, I had to pull the throttle back. And I got one of those guys and he bailed out. The other one took off.
Now he is recognized as a war hero, earning the Distinguished Flight Cross for saving a pilot in the mission he describes in such detail. But in the midst of war, he also found love in France.
I kind of got an affection for red wine and just kept doing it. All these years, I got to have my wine at the end of the day.
Ross is now launching his own French wine called Tableau, and he's sharing it with other servicemen and women at Nellis Air Force Base in honor of a man he served alongside.
I was flying at the same time that William Nellis was flying in the Battle of the Bulge when he got killed. That's our little connection.
Now he is connecting to the next generation of military, offering them thanks and encouragement.
To them, I would say thank you, thank you, thank you. What you're doing is a tough clash that you're involved in, and I think you're all to be admired and thanked over and over again for what you're doing and the sacrifices, and especially giving their life and giving their health, their limbs.
Catherine Whaley, News 3.
Well, we salute him. Lieutenant Colonel Sanford Ross fought in the Battle of the Bulge, by the way. And coming up on News 3 at 6 o'clock, we're going to talk to a current airman who just got back from serving in the Middle East this morning.
Well, now time to chat about the weather. What else can we say?
What else can we say? And Jerry, you came through for us on 4th of July. We had spectacular fireworks shows.
We're watching out for you. This is News 3 Nightside with Maria Silva and Gerard Romalo.
Well, it's still Independence Day weekend, and along with the cookouts and the fireworks, we're also taking time to remember the folks who have served our country in the armed forces. Lieutenant Colonel Sanford Ross is one of the Valley's surviving World War II veterans. He served in the Battle of the Bulge, flying a P-47 Thunderbolt alongside William Nellis. Ross was recognized for his bravery in battle, earning the Distinguished Flight Cross for helping save the life of a fellow pilot. This 4th of July weekend, he offered words of encouragement to the next generation of servicemen and women and also their families.
To them, I would say thank you, thank you, thank you. What you're doing is a tough clash that you're involved in, and I think you're all to be admired and thanked over and over again for what you're doing and the sacrifices, and especially giving their life and giving their health, their limbs.
And Ross is now embarking on a new adventure. He's launching his own brand of wine. It's called Tableau. Ross's love for wine was inspired by the time that he spent serving overseas in France. Lieutenant Colonel Sanford Ross fought in the Battle of the Bulge.